Hello, 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 all my Wily kits and my Wily cats. Welcome to another episode of the Cocktail Social, where we get together with my socialites, me, the cat, and my socialites, have some cocktails, and we talk adult talk. So, welcome for this week's episode. How has everyone been? Wait a minute, everybody's muted.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
Hello. Hello. Hi, my socialites. I missed it, y'all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I thought you had too many drinks. So, first of all, how has everyone been?
Great. Yeah. I mean, just when my stepdad passed away, so my family's dealing with that.
Oh.
So that's basically what's really just going on right now. So just keep my family in prayers and
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry
to hear that.
I'm
so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Big hugs.
he lived a long.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was 97 years old. He lived a very.
That's a blessing.
He was a very highly known minister here in Baltimore. So he's really known. So he lived a very full life. For me, it was more of the struggle that he went with the last couple of months before his passing. That was just the part that was hard for me. But he lived 97 years old. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
And he came to his 97th birthday. His 97th birthday was last week, so he made it. I want to say that last week, and he made it to his 97. So that's a blessing. So I'm just, he's not feeling pain no more. So I'm really just happy for him about that. I'm sad that he's gone, but just that part, I'm just glad he don't have to deal with, because that was really hard to watch.
Well, again, like I said, my condolences to you and your family.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, I can be a nice person sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you have your moments where it feel like God really seeps in and takes over. It don't last too long.
Because it's gone already. It's gone already.
Well, no, the more drinks that I have, the more God seeps in. The less drinks, that's when you have to worry.
Not God works when you drunk. The devil's when you sober. That's late.
Well, I saw. So, how have you been, Nate?
I've been good. Just I'm realizing that so I took a part-time job because for some reason I just like doing shit. I don't like sitting still, and I've realized I don't like people telling me what to do. And y'all, other people may have already realized that.
I'm about to say about you,
I knew that when I first met you.
Because I'm a born leader, so it's hard for me to watch somebody or have somebody talk to me as if they don't know no better. So I may not have a part-time job Tuesday.
Is that what you were born? A leader?
Oh, you know what?
Yes, I'm very much so a leader.
Was that? Okay, we'll accept that. I'll accept it.
Well, it's nothing for you to accept. You just know it, as everybody else knows it. And it's no shade. I don't think you like a peasant, but I just know I'm a leader, and that's the gist of it.
Mm-hmm. You said peasant?
No, I didn't. I'm not saying that you are beneath me or anybody is beneath me. I just know
what you are.
I know who I am.
I know who you are too.
Oh,
you know you have a desire to know who I am.
Come on.
Oh no! I saw your Yelp. I know exactly, and I'm gonna tell you, it was on. It was the old school Yelp, and that's when they used to put them on bathroom stalls for a good time. That's how I got. That's what I found out about you. On a bathroom stall bathroom walls, and it told me a lot that I needed to know. But
well, you obviously was reading about yourself while you were catching up on me.
You but it did say for a good time. It did say for a good time.
It did say.
Myself.
Yeah.
Where you at? Yeah. Oh, there you are.
I need to fix my lighting. My lighting a little off, but
It's fine. We can see you. It's not like you would be like me, whereas though if it was your shade, I would be invisible. It would be you would see my teeth in my eyes. I can still see you. But yeah. And I mean, yeah, I can see you. Everything
is backlit. Her back is lit.
Yeah, I need to fix my lighting.
Okay. How have you been? I haven't talked to you in a month of Sundays.
Oh, hanging in there. I'm live.
All right. Are we ready for next week's cocktail get together?
Huh?
It's next Saturday at Gutman's. So are y'all attending next week's cocktail get together?
Wait a minute, it's a cocktail get
together. Yes, next week cocktail get together here at Gutman's. Are you ready? You know the normal time.
Yeah, at some point.
Just stop on through. The party will still be going.
At some point.
It starts the normal party starts at
Sunday.
5.
It's on Sunday.
No, it does not. I'm gonna Tonya hard in your ass. That's what I'm gonna do.
8:30 is a safe time to arrive.
I'm gonna start it. No, it's only us, so you don't have to arrive so late. But I'm gonna Tonya Harding Nate's ass. That's all I'm saying. Don't come outside because I got a piping for you.
We'll do a drive-by egg beating.
What is it?
Oh, who gave you that gift?
By the time you get out that damn case, he gonna got your ass.
What?
Who gave him that gift? Who gave you that?
The same person who about to get maced by it?
You better the lady at the flea market. You wait until I get this knife. And gnawed it the hell out.
But she was done in. You was already done in.
You wait until I get this knife.
So if you're tuning in, this is the Kocktail Social. This is Be Exposed Radio. I'm your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites. And we have come to the end of Black History Month.
My God.
And the Valentine's Month. For me, I celebrate Valentine's all month long. So we've come to the end of this month. And I wanted to end with a bang. But because I can't, we're still quarantining, and I don't know of any quality strippers or male strippers or female strippers or midget strippers, because I have a thing for midgets. I'm just going to have a conversation. What you don't judge me? I like little bit.
I don't think you can use the word midget anymore. I don't think it's politically correct.
It's little people.
It's
little people
now.
Correct.
Well, no. Thank you for politically correcticizing me, but dwarves, little people, young people, the little small people, I have a thing for them. I think they sexy, especially big butt ones. Oh my goodness!
All of them got big butts.
That's what I like. I like big butts.
And they cannot lie.
I'll have a butt fetish. It's like, no, I'm just.
You ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Please do not send me do not send me any.
Send him all the butt photos.
He get butt pics.
Please do not send me any Nathan Salt sent me in my inbox. I don't want none of that stuff that he done sent me because I will block your ass. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
And he like currency.
What was the video we was watching last week? What was that?
Barbers.
Oh yeah, the barber. Oh yeah, you missed it, Harris.
Oh no, he didn't. He has an archive.
You missed the video.
Cable got an archive of barbershop porn someplace.
We had a viewing party last week.
And his archive probably got straps. And
I'm about to go get a haircut right now. She about to go get a shape out right now.
My archive got straps, harnesses, all types of anal beads, nipple pullers, everything. I watch everything.
So this is what I want to say. If we put anal beads in somebody and you pull them out like one of them Hot Wheel cars.
How does the show always
Is that appropriate?
No.
I like it on the person. But not.
I'm just saying.
I will fuck you up.
Hi, Key. Hi, Brianna. Thank you for coming and showing up.
Hey,
hi, my kittens. Oh, we got some people visiting us at the Kocktail Social. I have my drink. I hope you have yours. Whatever it may be. If it's I know some people do some of the herbal essence. If it's herbal essence, have at it. This is the Kocktail Social.
Sure will.
Oh, look at! Oh my goodness! What you doing over there?
Having that herbal essence using something.
You got that thing over here.
You got a cigarette?
You
got a light?
Let me get that. Let me get that.
So the Kocktail Social, we're supposed to be getting together. Maybell's Kocktail Social, all of us next week to have our, powwow.
Oh, so be live? What we doing? We doing it together? Like what's?
No, we doing it live. We doing it at Gutman's.
Oh.
And no, it's not going to be live. This is just us, our little soiree, where you can just get together, talk smack.
With everybody that
are we cooking?
Yes, we are. What you bringing?
Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! I don't know. I'm a chef, baby. What y'all want?
That sounds dangerous.
Hold on, let me get my drink ready.
I need a drink. I don't have no drink. I don't have no nothing. I don't have nothing.
When I brought that macaroni cheese to your last one.
Not coffee like that.
No. He gonna have to stay home. He gonna have to stay home. He's not gonna be able to come. I don't feel safe. I feel trapped. I don't feel safe. That is assault.
Shit, I felt that over here.
Yeah. That was a hard one.
Stupid.
Something came up out of that one.
Woo!
Whatever.
You good? Bring the paper goods. Bring the paper goods.
Make sure they in plastic, though. Make sure they in plastic.
You come in a bubble. That's all. Just come in a bubble.
Looks like a whole hamster in that motherfucker.
So it's the end. So it's another ending of the Black History Month. Was there anything that you learned this month that you didn't know already? Was there something that you discovered this Black History Month that you didn't discover before?
Karen did. Go ahead.
I learned that a Black man brought acupuncture to the U.S. He was a member of the Black Panther Party, and he actually brought acupuncture to the States.
Do you know his name?
So he's a Shakur. I'm sorry, I don't have his name on my lips right now, but there's an article that I can put in the chat when I'm not driving.
Okay. Sorry. Can I tell you something? You are done, baby.
Done.
What I did?
Done. You are done. Oh my goodness.
She found that barber. That's what happened. She found that barber.
Or the beautician.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You look like Janelle Monáe on Antebellum, baby. I'm looking in that seat to make sure that nobody about to snatch you up.
Yes. Come on, draw more eyebrows. Yes.
No,
I mean, you got it going. You look like you going on. First of all, you look like Jasmine Sullivan on Hotels. You got your trench coat on. Who you out here going? Who you out here going? Who you out here about to turn it out on?
Y'all make an old girl feel good. She ain't got on nothing lip gloss and some drawn on eyebrows. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Just don't wipe your face, Blue. Don't wipe your face.
What you say? What you say, Cable?
That's a real black mother. That's all black women got to put on. When my mother put on eyeliner, I knew some shit was going down that night. I knew some shit was about to go down. She put all that other shit on.
Well, I'm in this bitch naked. I'm naked.
Earrings, honey. She about to.
She about to give somebody some real love.
All I did was brush my teeth.
Girl feel good. I ain't going home to my space heater, honey. And a cup of tea.
That's what you call it. That's what y'all call it these days.
Who's on that passenger side?
A hot cup of tea. What she said?
Who on the passenger side?
They quiet boots. Look, why she look though?
Okay. Anybody else learn anything? Anybody learn anything that they didn't know?
I did. I just found like that the creator of Phase 10 is actually a black man.
Phase 10.
Phase 10 is
the game?
The game made by Uno is Phase 10. If you haven't played, definitely play it and start to be. I've been playing this since I was young with some friends, but
I love that game.
Jonathan loves that game.
I did not know a black man created it, and I just found that out this month.
As a matter of fact, I think Jonathan left his copy of Phase 10 here. I love that game too. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
You have the game?
Of course.
Okay. You bringing your hookah next week?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hookah, not a hooker. Hookah.
No.
That's what
the hook is already going to be there.
You're right.
There you go. There's one right there with a look. He got a pink background. First of all, I'm gonna need you not to talk about anybody being a hooker or an advertiser or anything. Because if I see you in another Calvin Klein's ad on Facebook.
Oh, well, shit, I missed that one.
No, it's that Instagram.
I'm messing with him.
Because
he like the model underwear. He like the model underwear.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit.
That Instagram is where it goes down. You got to catch him on Instagram.
I love it.
I do too. Look, he be selling hot cakes.
I like hot cakes.
And steamy thighs.
With a little bit of thighs.
Cakes and thighs. Cakes and thighs.
Cakes and thighs.
So I don't know. I haven't seen him advertise titties.
Well, I mean, it's all out. It be all out. All he got on is underwear.
Oh, shit. So he be out there with his areolas.
It's Tiggle Bitties.
You got Tiggle Bitties.
Tiggle Bitties.
Hey.
Did anybody else learn anything?
What did I learn? I learned that Monopoly was invented. It wasn't invented by a black person, but the game evolved due to the racial discrimination in Atlanta. So all of the boardwalk and all that came from Atlantic City. But it really was due to the racial segregation of the neighborhood. So Baltic Avenue, that's where the black people live. So that's the cheapest property to buy. Whereas the boardwalk and the Park Place and such are the most expensive because that's where the white people live.
Really?
Are you serious? I knew I knew the game.
That shit too goddamn long.
No shade. Well, actually, it isn't. We've been playing it wrong. Actually, if you look it up, it's actually the real rules how to play Monopoly, and they say it's not a long game. We've been playing it wrong.
That's because we be talking and drinking and eating in between.
First of all, the whole go around the board
and stealing money out the bank.
Part of the rules of Monopoly.
You weren't supposed to do that?
No.
Because a bitch is always rich.
Like, and on property, you either buy, it's like a whole thing, like how to properly play Monopoly. It's not the way we play it. It's actually a lot harder than how we play it, and it's a lot faster.
Oh.
That sounds complicated. I'm good.
First of all, I was about to, but you saw
like the game that much.
There was a part of me that was about to say, I want to learn how to play it that way, but then after you explained it, I was like, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I'm not that interested.
It's very competitive, so I think I want to give it a go the way it's supposed. It's very competitive and fun for what I've seen. So I actually, once you watch the video and you see how it's really supposed to be played, and this is Parker Brothers put it like this is really how it's played.
Why people be making everything so difficult? Just play the damn game. It's a game. It's not life.
I would give it
everything difficult.
That's like the game Hotels. That's a real old game.
What kind of copy of I'm sorry downstairs.
We should do a game night.
We should. That's what I wanted to do. But that's actually what I want to do. I want the Kocktail Social and the Maybells. I wanted to, I'm always trying to push a Deep Creek situation. So I
definitely want to go to Deep Creek.
I want to go to Deep Creek. Or I want to go to, I've never been to the Poconos. Is it worth it going to the Poconos?
I never been.
I went, but I
about with friends.
Yeah, when I went, they had like miniature golf, and it was more so like a chill spot for me. I mean, I didn't like do no skiing or none of that shit. I mean, I think I want to go slow out.
That's where you take your boo.
Okay, so no, I don't. I mean, well, no,
your side boo.
Yeah. But your side boo
is Poconos is for the side boos. That's where they feel special.
What you were saying, Cable?
I said the Deep Creek is actually, to me, not a bad idea.
Oh, I love Deep Creek. I think that's something that we should do. I think we should do a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Go hiking and have
fun.
Bring
some food.
You say hiking. What if I go to vacation to go hiking?
Shit, I go hiking. Shit,
I'll go hiking in a minute. I used to go.
As long as it's a goddamn man. I ain't trying to be lost in the fucking woods and shit.
I want to try camping.
Brianna said something.
I want to go camping as long as there's a cabin available and we can camp outside and go inside if we need to, because bears are real.
Right.
Hey, Jonathan.
I've been looking up tiny home villages. I want to try one of those.
Who?
The tiny home villages where they.
No, I'm too big for a tiny home. I need a mid-size home.
I need a large home. I need a
full size. I need the full size home.
Jumbo. I need that bitch in jumbo.
Can you supersize my house, please? Thank you.
So, welcome, Jonathan. Hi.
My phone died.
Right. He was actually the first person here.
I know. He usually is. Him and Karen and you.
Hey, Jonathan, what's going on?
What's going on, Cave? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. You looking real nice over there. What's going on? How you feeling?
Oh, snappy nappy.
No, I like this vibe you got going on with the hat, the hoodie, and the glasses. It looks real nice, man. That's all.
That's only because they no heat in the house.
Oh.
No, it's really because I ain't shaved my hair yet, so I can't bring the George Jefferson online. So.
Oh no,
that's the real you.
He got the Uncle Phil going on over that motherfucker. Take it off.
Say take it off.
So since we're at the end of Valentine's month, as I like to say it, and we were celebrating Black love, and we talked about. What did we talk about? We talked about relations in various aspects, and we talked about single sites, and we talked about so much stuff. I wanted to ask this question, and the question is, what did you learn about relationships from your parents? What did your parents actually teach you about relationships? Yep, that's exactly what I did when I was formulating that question. I said, I'm toxic as fuck. So
I have a question.
I learned don't date people from Westport.
Are we judging this off of sight or what they vocally told us about relationships? Like, how are we doing this? My God.
Indirect, both.
Don't date people from Westport. That's what I learned.
You say?
Who you cussing out, Karen? Because you on mute.
She ordering food or something.
It's on a one-way street.
That's my family.
I told you she was cussing somebody out.
That's my family. That's Gilmore shit right there. Anybody been in the car with me already know.
Yo, what the fuck? I'm sorry, y'all.
You want me to take a drink for you?
Yo, unbelievable. I'm sorry. Yo, it's a block up the street from my house. Y'all know I live on a one-way street. And this bitch, like, who does that?
She did.
But you know, you right now you look like you in a scene from a movie and you being chased. So I'm actually I'm engrossed because I want you to turn the camera around so that we can see who's chasing you.
Her
look great. I give you that. You came online looking. You look TV ready.
But
so what did you learn?
Nate was answering.
I learned not to talk to people from Westport. That's what I learned.
Oh.
Okay.
As you talk to people from Westport.
I don't talk to nobody from Westport. I don't even talk to my family in Westport.
So what's wrong with people in Westport?
Okay.
It's just in another world. It's another world in South Baltimore. I mean, I know all parts of the city is its own world. I just stay in another world. They on another level.
Rihanna, you can't say you learned things not to do and things to do. You got to give us details. What were you taught to do and what were you taught not to do? You gotta give us some details, baby.
Wow. Well, I guess I learned from my parents is to I don't know. Everything is
shy. Oh, now you want to be all shy and bashful and that says you talking about what's the anal beads that you pull out of people's buttholes like Hot Wheel starters and stuff, and you can't
to broaden my horizon.
A whole lot, didn't I?
and sex, to make sure that I keep myself open to possibilities and not judge. And what I've also learned is to never get married.
Ever
get married?
I mean, first of all, I mean that's a whole different subject, and I don't want to go there because that taps into my sexuality and my views on that. So I don't want to. And so yeah, I don't. It's not something that's in my cards. I tell you that.
We'll talk about it when you get here next week. We'll share some after a few drinks, and you lay on mama's bosoms. We gonna talk about it, okay?
Like the thing always be me to me.
I just want to know next week which one of us is playing Mama.
Mama.
He said lay on Mama's bosom. Which one of us is playing Mama next week?
Bleu said he was Mama.
Oh, all right.
Joke, but never mind.
He wanted your bosoms. That's what I heard. Karen, Cable was like, are you offering that position? Are you gonna play Mama?
Mama?
Stupid.
Mama.
Oh my goodness. What did you learn? So no dating from Westport.
Don't think. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
And is that male and female?
All of the above.
Even the dog. Even the dog.
Even the cats, the dogs, the hamsters, the fish,
the roaches.
Not the roaches.
Don't talk to none of them.
If they from Westport, it's just a no.
If the people even fly in that sector, baby, if they come back, they're not to be trusted. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know Westport was that bad.
It's not, but Westport, I'll say Cherry Hill is one of those places that Cherry Hill, Westport, and I never really hung out beyond that, but they in a bubble. A lot of them are in their bubble. And I don't know how different it is now, but when I was growing up, a lot of them never left that neighborhood. Like going to the harbor or going to Mondawmin was like an adventure. So a lot of them stayed in that neighborhood. And
okay.
To the lakes and the rivers that you're used to.
Okay. Anybody? What did you learn about relationships from your parents? That is the question. If you're tuning into the Kocktail Social, that is the question. What did you learn about relationships from your parents?
Patience.
You said patience?
Yeah, my parents are still together. They've been together for probably almost a couple years short of 50 years.
Go ahead, Mom and Dad.
I know that's
they
right.
Still together, so I don't know. I guess handle your business. Relationship wise, they really didn't tell me much about relationships. It was pretty much like, I kind of figured it out on my own. But as far as watching them, it's like, okay, you might have some arguments and, you just forgive and move on. Correct it and move on.
Yeah. Mr. Gilmore?
I think I'm in the same boat as Christy. My parents have been married for, they'll be married 38 years this year. And they were really, really young when they got married. My mother was like 18. My father was 21, 22, something like that. Patience was a big one. I think because, my mother was pregnant when she walked down the aisle. I had the kind of like front row seat to watching their relationship grow. So definitely a great deal of giving someone space to be who they need to be and supporting that person and being who they need to be and not who you want them to be. I think that was a big one. And
that's definitely a big one.
And just would support even when you don't necessarily agree, but when you still are committed to supporting the person that you love. I think my big thing has been not so much what I learned from them, but what I learned from other relationships. Because I think because it was my parents, I kind of shrugged it off. Like a lot of other people were like, "Oh, but your parents are this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's great." But I kind of shrugged it off. But I think a lot of my trust issues and other shit came from other people's relationships that I saw, or my peers' relationships, or people who I knew that I trusted that were in relationships that did some really untrustworthy shit. And I was kind of holding on to that information for them. And to know that they could literally blatantly lie so well in someone's face and then be a whole opposite person, it kind of definitely fucked me up a little bit. So it was more the clash between the two relationships because, my parents can't talk to me about breakups and all that shit because they still together.
Right.
And they still together.
And then, the other relationships that I kind of had to watch, it was just like, oh, okay. So I put up that show. It was like, y'all gonna be full of shit. I'm just not even going to open that door for you to come in. So,
right.
Yeah, so I would definitely say it was less of my parents' shit and more of other people's shit that I learned from and trying to unlearn from.
Okay.
I would say, like on a serious, I was dead ass serious about that Westport shit, but but just watching my parents just try harder, even if you don't stay together, because sometimes you make bad decisions when you're young. Like you said, a lot of parents were young when they got married, or in my case, my parents were young. See, my dad was younger, but just try harder, especially when you bring children into the world.
Right.
That doesn't always make them try harder, but just do something different. Do something different. Try harder when you bring children into it. Fuck up your own life if y'all stay single, don't have children, but when you bring children into the world, try harder. Or whatever hard is to you, do that. Just do that.
I learned from my parents. My parents weren't married. They weren't a couple. I learned from them that you don't have to be together to raise children. Like to act. I learned what co-parenting looks like from my parents. You can like I learned from my son's father that you don't have to be that nagging ass baby mama. That he can have a relationship and you can have a relationship, and that the two sides can come together and it don't have to be rah-rah and drama and all of that. I learned what co-parenting looks like from my parents, and that you can be friends and co-parent and it don't have to be no sticky drama, nasty, whatever. That you can be friends and raise children and it can be lovely, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Try harder.
Ooh, yeah, I guess. They are. I'm 40 and still friends. My mother and his current wife are really good friends. I think it was something awesome to see, and I realized how abnormal that is.
Yeah, I would say that with my parents, I learned, my parents were, I guess, teenage loves. And so it was interesting to watch because we had kind of like the, how would I describe my family? Good times. We was the good times family. Like we would, we would hit rock bottom, but we were always together in a sense, and you felt that unity and everything. Definitely it was some issues with communication because they were so young. My father was older than my mother, but my mom was young, and she was how would I say? She was emotional. Like my mother would go upside your head real quick. So, but my father stuck it out with her. Like they would go back and forth. So I kind of learned that commitment, that sticking it through thick and thin. You never give up on a relationship. You never give up on love. And I also had a family who was, I thought was really amazing. At my family reunions, my aunts their exes would still be in the family. So your uncle was still your uncle, even though they were divorced. And then you could have like their boyfriend would be there, and they would be your uncle too. So you'd have two uncles by the same aunt, and and so it was just a big ass family of this extended family and everything, and it was cool. So I learned that relationships is founded on friendship, like those romantic relationships. And for me, it taught me the importance of friendship. Like if you actually had a true friendship, like for me, I always think of the individuals that I call my friends as possessing characters or character traits of an individual that I would want to marry. You get what I mean? Like in my friends, you see character traits of individuals that if I put y'all all together, y'all would make the perfect husband. y'all would make the perfect person because you all have character traits. And so I learned that from watching their relationships. And the reason why I'm having, I do a lot of functions at Gutman's was because of my parents and my family. They just knew how they would always get together, and you would see them. I remember a Halloween party, and they all dressed up, and I almost drowned bobbing for apples. But it was a family, and it was literally, I was in there drowning in a bucket. So
I wouldn't tell that. Don't tell that part of the story no more. Don't
that explains a lot.
But I learned to stick it out, to that relationships aren't perfect, that you do war, that there's some times that you don't agree with each other, that it isn't always sunny days, and that you aren't supposed to try to recreate the person to be the perfect person. You're supposed to complement one another. And I learned that from watching them storm. So for me, it makes it easier for me. That's the reason why I've been in a relationship for so long. My grandparents weren't married, but you would have thought that they were married because they were together since, I want to say my grandma was like 13 or 14, maybe even 15, and my grandfather was probably 16 or something. It was something crazy, but they were together forever. And that's what I learned. So, I stick it out.
Brianna said, watching my mom, I learned not to take shit from anybody, and I learned patience from my dad.
Okay. Thank you for commenting.
That's fun. Yeah. Okay. Come on, now. I guess my ideals on love, I didn't really gather too much from my parents. So mine really came from like my love for music, honestly. Like I love R&B slow jams, like the love songs and everything. And I guess music is what drew me to what an ideal relationship for me would be, what I want it to be, if you know what I'm saying. So mine came from music, and then the interpretation of it showcased on TV a lot, which is why it moves me so much when things happen, is what I love. This is I want to say This Is Us. So This Is Us. I love that show. And the interpretation of a family and a relationship and how it should be with that couple is extraordinary to me, even the bad times and the good times. And it's just something that I desire in relationships. So mine came from music and what I would like, a relationship to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was our first cocktail question. If you're tuning in, the question was, what did you learn about relationship from your parents? Even after we're gone, you could always comment. You can join us. I was talking to someone who actually asked if they could be a guest socialite. And so I want to say, yes, you are able to be a guest socialite. We do have spots open for individuals that want to promote their businesses. I want to actually, so open it up for if you're doing something around Baltimore, the surrounding areas, and you would like us to, come on the show and explain what it is that you're doing. You can actually promote your business here, and we're opening up an area for guest socialites. So the next question is a question that, because I like to ask questions that make y'all feel uncomfortable at some point. So the question is, what's something in your web browsing history that you'd be embarrassed if someone saw?
I ain't that
No, it's what if someone opened your web browser, like probably
that barbershop scene from last week.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You would be embarrassed about that?
I wouldn't be embarrassed about really doing anything as far as that.
If Hirsch or Shushin from IT had remote into my computer and that was what they saw, yes, I would be embarrassed. Mostly for them, not for me.
Right, because you liked it though. You liked
it. More for them than for me.
That's the point.
No, I didn't like it because I thought it was whack. I thought that performance was mediocre.
I was
because you wasn't getting a shape up. That's what it was.
No, not because I wasn't getting a shape up. Because this is what I didn't like about. This is why I had an issue with. I have a bias in porn. So for me, black porn artists don't sustain an erection long enough for me. It's like it's always it's hard.
Oh,
but
semi.
soft.
That's what you call a semi.
Yeah, it's not always, and it wasn't. Now the black female performers, I actually am okay with because I learned some skills from a black female performer. Now she was the master. I don't know her name, and she made some ugly grimaces. But let me tell you, she sucked the soul out of heaven, and she was good. she was good. Like she sucked big dick, not little dick. she was she was good.
You sound like a mongoloid. A dick.
Oh, Robert said nothing cause it's my shit. So don't go looking. LOL. True.
Yes.
But I mean, there are some people that are a little bit bashful, and not everyone is just open and comfortable with things. Cable, you over there, and you kind of quiet, and you blushing over there. What you got in your browser?
That's a lot in my browser. I want
you got you in your browser. That's what you got. Oh. No wonder you over there, you gagging, because they would see that. You got you in your browser.
He laughed.
Oh, damn. Oh, we switched sides.
What?
Not nothing for me, not nothing like porn or anything. But I have this obsession with like celebrity autopsies or like for some reason, I'll get into like a death spiral on YouTube where I'm researching, like, I ain't researching, I'm just watching the shit. And it just gets out of hand. And then I'll wind up on some stupid reality show about a funeral home. And
yes,
it always starts
Bernard.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but they are ghetto.
Yes,
but it's stuff like that I'll start watching, and then I'll start looking up Tupac autopsy photo or like this.
Oh, you need
random.
to go on rotten.com then.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've gone down that.
The website still around?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't know this.
When I was in high school, like that was the rage, but I didn't think it was still around.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fall down a spiral for surgery videos.
Yeah, I was watching the botched plastic surgery video.
So I would be embarrassed how ratchet I am because I watch fight videos. So
like the hood fights?
Like
oh my God.
You saw the one between the husband and wife?
But they gotta be real fights,
not
one of those
drag him all through the street.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
fight back.
But it gotta be real fighting, not that fighting where they just talking back and forth and throwing bluffs at each other, like real scrapping. I don't want one person getting beat up the whole time either.
No, so that's what I would be embarrassed.
That's not a fight. That's an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would probably be embarrassed because I think people who know my personality know I don't really I don't find sexual stuff as taboo. So if you saw that in my web browser, that's just normally me. But the fact that I'm as ratchet and as hood as I am, like, the baby mama coming over to the side piece's house and snatching her out or you doing the wrongest thing in the world, and that's I said wrongest. I said wrongest because I make up words on my show, so that's what it is. Wrongest. But you do not go over to nobody's house threatening to whoop their ass with your boyfriend, and you go into the house because when they shut that door,
that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
First of all, I think that anybody that shows up at somebody else's house to fight them is supposed to, if that's your house, you're supposed to automatically whoop their ass.
Yeah.
Because they came to you.
Yep.
You're supposed to do WWF moves if they come over to you. That's when you do a Roddy Piper elbow smash,
a power drive,
start DDTing them.
Yeah, that bit.
Because that's a level of disrespect. If you came to my house and you said you're gonna whoop my ass in my house, oh, that's audacity.
I ain't fighting fair. I'm grabbing lamps and fucking vases and boots and all types of shit.
Golden hot water.
And the whole time I'm gonna be like, I'm there for my life. And I'm just be beating them with shit. I'm there for my life.
But that's just the ratchet side. Now, people who are watching this, I'm not ratchet in person. I'm actually a very nice, genteel Southern belle.
Start this show over. Start this shit over. No.
Move where your legs is around the neck.
Lies.
Start this show over.
I'm a gentle spirit, and I don't do any of that ratchet stuff.
So start the show over?
Yes.
Don't smile at me, Eva Jonathan, because it's not true.
You know how on your computer you got the little hand like this, so when you tap on it to do like this, I'm on here grabbing his mouth.
You know why I think it's funny, because we are a lot alike in that regard, but we both turn up real quick. And they go from like smiles and hugs to like, I'm about to shoot somebody in the fucking nuts. And it's like, and it just happens at the drop of a dime.
From which motherfucker try to see me?
So I don't even think you need to start the show. I think it's just that, we got that multiple personality shit going on.
Yeah, well,
I think it's that Leo Gemini mix. It just does. I swear. It's a cocktail for fucking disaster. Or a whole
I ain't gonna lie, all the Leos I know, they be fighting.
And I think that, and I'm the type of person who, what is going on in the background? Hold on, is this a OnlyFans site?
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Look, you see, I started like,
everybody shocked. Like, wait.
Like, if we would have ran
you gotta get close up on him,
right?
He's setting up his camera shots and shit.
Right.
If
you see one of them LED,
he putting on his chat. He putting on his chat right now, and they made out of fruit roll-ups.
Oh my god!
He got a pair of fruit roll-up
chats.
Not kiwi flavored fruit roll-ups. No.
Awesome.
They still make fruit roll-ups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they really?
And they're still good.
I had to get something.
Zion said I watch a lot of Ratchet TV.
Thank you, Zion. I do too, and I like Ratchet TV. What's the worst? Oh my goodness, when they slapping the hell out of racists. Oh.
My issue with Ratchet TV, I don't know, it's certain Ratchet TV. Like, I like it either be real ratchet. I don't like that, like, basketball vibe shit. Like, they get on my nerves. Like, they annoy me. Like, I really want to see, like, some real
shit. I don't like watching fights when it's a bunch of talking, when it's like, I don't like seeing
I don't like that pitch, like, literally that pitch.
Yeah, it's I can't.
And it's not real. When they setting it up, it's not even a real argument.
It's a turn off. Like, what are y'all arguing about? Y'all rich as fuck.
I thought he gave. What the fuck is going?
We gonna have to change.
I'm about to say ratings is going up today. We thought you was performing OnlyFans over there,
Came and that bitch like turn off the lights.
I thought you was really fucking naked.
I did. I thought he had no shirt on. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Zion, I know what move you're talking about. That's my move for wrestling is the pile driver.
That's that one you drop them on their damn head.
Yeah.
Turn their ass upside down and be like,
straight up and down.
My move was always when they would grab the chair. I like shit like that. They would grab that chair and knock the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, I got a metal chair in the house just for that. So
yeah, that's the chair.
My grandmother,
you see one of them flying. You go to
say that's why you keep a frying pan on the stove. She said, just in case you ever got beat a nigga down real quick, you got that frying pan right there.
Mm-hmm.
Put bat by the front door and the frying pan by your stove.
And I told somebody, I suspected a neighbor who was, I wanted to say, they were, contractors for my landlord. And I suspected that he broke into my house while we were away. And so we had him come over the house and fix some stuff. And I was talking to him all casually and everything. And I'm saying, yeah, I wish I was home when they got here. And they was looking, he was like, yeah, wow, what would you have done? And I was like, yeah, because I'd have just locked the door and then I'd have beat the hell out of them and then I'd have took them in the basement and raped them for a week. And they was like, and let me tell you, he ain't never came to this, he ain't never come back to this house again.
I never no more.
I said, I told him, I said, if I'd have caught him, I'd have beat his ass up, whoever it was, and I just took him in the basement, held him hostage, and just did weird shit with him. I'd have had a bat, and I had to use my dildos, and he was looking at me like, oh shit, let me tell you how fast he got the hell up out my house. He put them Venetian blinds and shit up, and then he was gone in like 15 seconds. He was like, all right, I got to go. Yeah, because I think he looked like, I think.
What did he take? What did they take?
Oh, they took all the Joe shit. Because they ain't what, now this is the funny thing.
I'd have told, you couldn't, that's probably electronics. I was going to say, I'd have told him we had bed bugs.
No, but the funny thing is that this is where we had me and him had the first argument in this house. Because they took all his stuff and they didn't take none of my stuff. And so we were arguing about
where was they gonna wear them heels and fucking and booty?
Right.
Thank you.
You know that shit.
A 15 stiletto and shit.
Right. Well, the argument was
those burgundy pants. Who can wear them burgundy pants?
What color are they, Nate?
Burgundy pants.
Burgundy. It was burgundy. Maroon.
So the argument was y'all so hateful. That's why I'm
terrible.
That bitch looking like Deacon Taylor in that motherfucker. Go in.
Myself. So
you want to be at the cross. Yeah, I first saw the light.
We stood outside the station one night for like a half an hour, joking the fucking burgundy.
And the burdens of my heart roll away.
That's why that time so I'm gonna stand outside on the sidewalk. I'm gonna stand outside your house, and I'm gonna Tonya Hart and Mizell and Nate. I would just come past and knock the shit out your knees. That's all I'm saying. I'm taking your fucking knees from under you.
Remember when you drop cable on the sidewalk? When you drop cable on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, remember that?
I was so scared.
I was like, he got a concussion. He got a concussion.
Oh Lord, he did. Don't talk about it.
Drop him.
He did.
Down a car.
You dropped
the whole head of his body went.
Look, he fell on the ground. I said, taxi. I said, oh shit, I drove.
That nigga looked like a baby with a loose neck. It was awful.
Oh no, he had newborn neck.
He's sitting down the car. Y'all so dramatic. Oh my goodness.
Hi, do, Chrissy. Hi, do.
No, gotta support that neck. You gotta hold that neck up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
And so if you're tuning into the Kocktail Social, this is why you don't drink and drive.
Please
this is why you don't do drugs.
Shit.
Pull over.
I'm so weird shit. I ain't got no drink. I ain't got no nothing.
Well, I had a full cup for everyone. So
that's funny.
Yeah. But no, we got into an argument in front of the security because I had ordered like security, the ADT security, and I wanted cameras in the house. I was like, you know what will deter people from doing anything is putting cameras at the front and the back and bars on the windows, which I do have. And I was like, yeah, I want to make everything secure. Can I tell you something? Joe was like, we not getting all that stuff in the house because we do not have any, I can't afford all of that stuff. We just gonna get the ADT security for the front and the back. I'm like, no, we need all of this stuff. Can I tell you something? He said, you can't get mad at anything that he stole because he ain't steal none of your stuff. And I said, well, nobody want none of my stuff because I got books and crystals and shit, and you got all the good shit. And he was like, yeah, that's true. You ain't got no exciting shit. And it was true. All the books and shit was nothing was touched. None of the crystals, none of anything. All his shit was gone. All his shit was gone. And I was like, that's what you get for the nice shit. Yes, the high voice was Joe. 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 I was like this. What the fuck you mean, nigga? That was my voice. What you mean lies? It was not lies. I was the deep voice. I'm always the deep voice.
Oh, he said lies.
That was a blue tail. That was another blue tail.
Blue tail.
I'm a cow.
Mm-hmm. It's a blue tail. Blue tail.
What question we on?
Oh, I like the ending. Blue tails.
Sing it again.
Blue tails.
Sing it again.
It's a blue tail. Blue tail.
Brought to you by Blue Balls and Blue Star Ointment. Exactly.
I love that song where they go.
Blues Clues.
Right. I love those jingles where they go off and then they hit it with blue tail. Blue tail. You did that all right. And you gonna end so quietly.
So,
what question we
questions? We were still on the second one, but now we on to the third one. Unless y'all got something, do anybody else have anything that they like to talk about?
I don't even remember what the question was, to be honest.
The question was, I think.
No, it was something about what's something in your web browsing history. And then
we go to the next question.
We going to the next one,
because Cable got up and left when we started talking about what was inside. What's in you never said what was in your browsing history. Yeah.
He didn't show this when he came in that room naked. He just hurried up and put his clothes on.
Who in that back room? That's what's in your browsing history.
I got on a Gorilla Glue suit.
You know, one thing that I'm not really ashamed of it, but I wouldn't want anybody to say. I do judiciary case searches on every fucking person I meet. When I learn your name, that's it. I'm doing one. I don't know why. I'm nosy.
You know my background. You know my background, mate?
I haven't honestly. I haven't done anybody from this show. I don't know why I haven't done it, but I guess I got. We criminals to die.
No, I mean,
I did Blues when I first learned his name. I did your name.
Baby, only thing
I did yours too.
All you gonna see is a bunch of speeding tickets on my shit.
That's all you gonna see. And I just looked mine up. I just worked.
This motherfucker said this shit is criminal. This bitch was going 45 and a 15.
He did call. Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, I agree with you, Jonathan. That's full of shit. He definitely got the feds on our ass. Let me tell you something, Nate. Whatever the fuck you found out about me.
I did his ass.
The only people I did hers because I've known hers longer than I've known all of y'all, and I did. I've been doing.
Face, though. Look at his face.
I did that back, way back in the day. Like I've known you forever.
I ain't worried. You clean as a whip.
I've known you since I was like 20, so you gotta. I've ran your name a couple times, and when I learned them, I don't know what that is. And I don't even
nosiness
care.
is what the fuck it is. It's called nosiness.
But I don't even care. Like I found like people I know who got like prostitution charges and
Johnny,
shit. I don't
Yo,
no, I'm saying like
I want to know. Hey, this is a big shout out to Brianna. This is when you call in, huh? Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cocktail Social for that one.
Yes.
We gonna need to start a prayer circle when we finish.
Yep.
First of
That's what he
all,
called it.
First of all, I do
He
not
can
have
only win on his knees, though.
prostitution
No,
charges.
not you. See, I wasn't even talking about you. Now you put your shit out there. No, I didn't even say you. But I'm talking about like sex offender charges.
Hey, yo, we have someone from Switzerland here.
Hey.
Hello.
And welcome.
You said who?
Setter from Switzerland.
Hey!
Hopefully we're saying your name correctly.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you for joining us from Switzerland. I appreciate it.
Share
it out to Switzerland. We international.
Tell us more about you.
We international, y'all. We international.
Tell us more about yourself, Mr. or Mrs. Switzerland. Call in. What's the phone number?
Now it sounds like a dating profile. It's like, tell us more about you.
That one, no mind.
Love connection.
Made it creepy real quick. Like,
like him
he was rubbing his areolas when he said the shit.
Right.
Tell me a little more.
It was the Switzerland for him.
It was the
I'm glad you and Chris. See, y'all are on my screen. Christy and Johnny are next to each other. Y'all don't ever need to be next to each other. Y'all did the same thing at the same time. Y'all was like this. I need to separate y'all.
Hi, Caro. Thank you for joining us. So he's in New York. So hey, baby.
The third question.
Oh yes.
Oh, so the third question. What was it? The third question was. What's the third question? I done had a few drinks. It's just a cocktail social.
It was something about your first sexual experience or something.
No, it was which significant other had the biggest impact on you. Ooh,
wow, I didn't know what you was about to say.
Right. I was like,
I was like, wow.
Baby.
That was personal.
Okay, so yeah, it's that one.
I broke my glasses, y'all.
Aww.
That's why I'm squinting.
Gorilla Glue.
Right.
She be like, I've been wearing these glasses for a month. I'm trying to get them on 15 times.
Hey, man, Christy, 15 times. 15
times.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. That was bad. Forgive me. That girl suffered. She really did. No, she suffered.
She had a whole head. First of all, that was that was the most laid gel down.
That bitch was swimming in every
down was laid. I was jealous because that motherfucker was laid.
That bitch was in there looking like I Dream a Genie in that motherfucker.
You know, back in the day. Back in the day. You know, back cable, back in the day, that's what they were going for. You had to have a gel down, laid look. And she achieved that.
That.
She did.
My God.
Well, don't even say about a big boy, because my mother called herself doing my hair one day. Man, I looked just like Bob Big Boy going to school and shit. I was hurt.
It was like this.
I stayed in the fucking coat room all goddamn day. It was like the black version of Bob's Big Boy. She had that shit poofed out in the front like this and shit. She just kept picking at. First of all, I had a damn Jerry curl that my aunt convinced her to get me because she said it was gonna make my hair grow. And then she told me I had to cut all my goddamn hair off to get the shit. And then so the next day, my damn mother called herself on to do my hair. She went,
and it didn't even move.
And then she just picked it. She kept picking it, and the more she picked it, the bigger that shit got. My shit was like, man, I stayed in the coat room, and I went to Catholic school, so I stayed in the fucking coat room for at least the first 3 periods of class. They was sending bitches in there for interventions and shit, trying to get me to come out of that motherfucker.
You came out there looking like Martian Manhunter.
Man.
Oh my God, poor baby.
What is no, a Blue's Tale, another Blue's Tale. So when I got to my mother's,
find one of them. There's only one. It's only one in existence.
Got into my mother's Pro Gel because I thought it was like a hair moisturizer, and so I had this bush, and I picked my bush out, and I had this Pro Gel, this brown gel, and I kept slathering it on because it made your hair really soft when you first put it on your head. No one told me it was gel, and I went to middle school.
Oh, you just set yourself up with that. I hope that wasn't the same day you wore them fucking spandex.
No, that was
motherfucker got on a unitard.
Then you go to Douglas. How the fuck you get away with that?
No, that was the
This nigga Douglas was
looking like a black ass Richard Simmons in that motherfucker. The fuck is you doing?
That was in elementary school.
Oh no!
I did not look like Minnie the Moocher. No, this was actually in middle school. This was a year after the spandex incident. And
did it melt all down your back?
No, it didn't melt. It hardened.
She's hardened. She was stiff.
It hardened. And let me tell you, I look like, first of all, when the light hit it, I look like a brown Q-tip.
No, your ass look like nights like this. I wish raindrops would fall.
You had a pump.
First of all, it was the hardest shit in the world.
It looked like a speed bump. Speed bump.
That bitch looking like Leon in that motherfucker. What the fuck is you doing? Get your ass out of here.
Myself, Tonya Harden. That's all it's going. Tonya Harden. Your knees is gone. You and Nate, I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to knock the fuck out y'all knees. It's going to be one knee person because I'm going to hit that.
Did you have those boogity pants on at the time?
And he had on a Paddington Bear hat with a peacoat and shit.
I'm not going to laugh at you about the gel because I got the first time I ever went to a salon to get my hair twisted. Now I fell asleep. This bitch did the twist with gel. And I was so mad. I was going to a Janet Jackson concert after, so I didn't even have time to wrench this shit out. I was so. I don't know how y'all wear that stuff in your head.
I know it made your head itch.
It was itching, and then I had a crisp white
shirt on. Janet Jackson.
The whole.
You look like you had fleas.
Yeah, the whole neck. But I was sweating, so it was coming.
Like he had a dirty ass neck.
Neck.
Then he probably had a white shirt.
Oh no!
I was so.
I had the white people confused. It's black.
You in a Janet Jackson concert looking like your ass.
Looking like Jermaine Jackson out that motherfucker.
I couldn't even enjoy myself.
Looking like Tito Jackson.
I can't breathe.
That was when she came here. That was for the Velvet Rope concert. I'll never forget when she came.
I might have been there. What year was that?
You look like you had a velvet rope around your neck.
Oh yeah, I went to that. The Velvet Rope joint.
Yeah, I went to that drink too.
Yeah, that was. Oh, I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad. My friend just was looking at me the whole time, like, "What the fuck did you?" I just wanted twisties, and that's it. This bitch gave me some Bantu gel knots. I was
no.
I was so mad.
See that bitch looking like the turtle from off of Mario Brothers and shit with them goddamn spikes on his shell and shit.
It looked like a Koopa.
Cooper.
Koopa.
I will never forget that. I would never.
We won't either. We will never. And I want you for Halloween. I want you to reenact that look. I'm gonna get you some gel knots. Just
glue them on his head with Gorilla Glue. You gotta use Gorilla Glue though.
By the time I got home, all the back of the white Chris shirt was brown. The whole
girl,
all that was brown.
They just look like you ain't washed your neck in a long time.
But you can smell it. You know what that damn pro. Oh, that shit stink. You know when I smell that shit today, I just get an attitude because I remember.
You traumatized.
You making bitches in church and shit.
Oh,
that's funny.
But did you have
No, he ain't have fun.
Did you have fun?
I didn't because all I could imagine is we was sitting up front. We was like in row like 8 on the floor. So all I could just imagine. Right, I could just imagine people looking at me.
It's a video of you floating around in somebody's archive.
That was before cell phones. Well, it was before cell phones, but it was before camera phones.
Lucky for you.
Lucky for you.
Because you'd have been a meme by now.
But the way I was feeling, I just felt like everybody behind me was looking at me.
They was.
They couldn't even focus on the show.
I couldn't. I didn't even get to enjoy the show.
The people directly
got a whole
behind
head
you.
full of fucking pecan twirls on his head.
The 5 people behind you were reading you for filth. They was talking about that. Oh, look at Attila.
Oh, he didn't even take a bath before he came. Look at his collar.
I was so fucking fresh, but I didn't have time to go home and wash it out. I would have been late.
Can you get down?
I'm over it because I'm getting mad all over again.
It's just said 40 years later.
I think that was like middle school, high school. Yeah, that was like high school.
Who said that?
His head looked like black dog.
Who said that?
What?
They said you look like
black garlic knots.
I was so when she did it, I just how you touch your hair in the back, and I was like,
and I'm just imagining him sweating with that on his head, bitch, and this garlicky and this.
Oh no!
I'm melting. I cannot. I cussed that African lady out. I gave her every bit of my self.
The question: what did you learn from? which significant other had the biggest impact on you? Which significant other had the biggest impact on you?
I'm gonna say my high school sweetheart. Because he was the perfect gentleman. Like we did a lot of stuff together.
He didn't break the hymen?
Oh no, that was not him.
Ooh.
That's the next question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the next question.
Throw that out there.
Oh no, because it's gonna be told.
Oh, okay.
She said the truth will come out.
Oh, it's gonna come out. Yeah, well, I say with him because we used to go out and go to like different little restaurants. He was doing stuff that grown men wasn't doing. Like we was going and eating at the Hyatt and, like different, restaurants. Like we weren't going to like regular restaurants like Applebee's and shit like that. Like we was going to exclusive spots.
Who uncle you was with? That's somebody.
No, we was the same age. He was just,
okay.
on some shit. Like, shit. He came pick me up in limos and all types of shit.
No shit.
She went to Catholic school.
No, that was in elementary and middle. When I got to high school, I was going to regular city school.
Oh shit. That's all right.
Yeah, but he was a good dude.
Okay.
Which significant other had the greatest impact on you? That is the question. If you are joining us for the Cocktail Social, which significant other had the greatest impact on you? It doesn't have to be a negative thing.
I would say mine would be. And I don't mind saying the person ain't the one that I had with Derek. Mine's that impacted my life in a very great, in a great way, actually. It gave me a different view into certain areas of life that I never even took a chance to even look at. It opened up my eyes to know that it was more out there than just my hood where I was raised. And he introduced me to a certain group of people that I always wanted to hang out with that were, more mature, and they knew about style and all this stuff. So it changed my life wholeheartedly, and also changed me to be more responsible. And it really changed me on the path that I was going down. I totally took a different direction when I met him, and I'm definitely been blessed ever since that he came to my life. So I would say with Eric, yeah.
He saved my life. All alone in a lonely sea.
I would say, Nate, you have any? Muhammad.
I would say my first real love. You know how somebody is taken away from you too soon. Like it just never. It was like my first. I remember my first real love, and I was in high school, and just taken way too soon. Just real love. Them streets don't love nobody.
Wow.
It taught me just to value the people that I'm with, and it was years later that I actually learned the lesson. But it just made me realize, like, people are sent to you, and you have to learn the lessons you're supposed to get from them, and get them and use them, and don't take for granted like the people in your space, because you never know, like, that day, that hour, or that moment. So yeah.
Okay. Who else?
I would say the person I'm with now has had the biggest impact on me, simply because up until now I realized that I never really actually liked anybody that I was with, like wanted to spend any real time with them before, and I've never been treated the way that I'm being treated right now. Like I've never experienced anything like this before in my whole dating life. And I can't see myself beyond this relationship. So.
To be loved, oh, what a feeling.
The fuck up.
Yes, you shut the fuck up too.
Oh, that is funny. We do have to do. Oh, we have to have a Cocktail Social movie night. That would be fun.
Coming to America 2 is coming out. So
that's
you
why I was
stream it.
saying
So we can watch that.
Is it on Netflix? Is that Netflix?
What are they streaming on?
Stop talking. Stop talking. Cable has never seen the first one.
Are you fucking serious?
We gotta break the baby in.
Oh no.
We gotta break it in.
Find it, but I can't find it now on like nowhere. Hulu.
We're gonna see it.
It's on Amazon.
Shit, it might be on Netflix.
It's on right now.
It's on Amazon.
I don't have those. I have Hulu.
Oh no, it's not on Hulu.
It ain't.
You can rent it off of YouTube. It's like $3.99 to rent it.
That's not.
You ain't trying to do all that. You see
you
him
have
there.
the fire
ain't nobody renting it off YouTube. As soon as you said it, he was like,
Is it on Netflix? Does anybody know?
No.
It's not on the Black channel on Netflix?
It might be. It might be on Netflix, but he don't have Netflix.
It's not on. It may not.
Xfinity say Black Voices. It may be like one of the Black movies of the month.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that
when they get closer to the show, they might release it on Netflix.
So I didn't know what that was. there was a cat walked up behind cat. I just saw like this tail thing.
Oh,
What the fuck is happening?
Some spirits in that bitch.
Oh, it is on Hulu. Now, if in Switzerland they can tell you it's on Hulu, then you need to do your homework there, Mr. Cable.
I'm trying to visit Switzerland. That would be now.
And we would look like chocolate chip ice cream in Switzerland.
That's okay. I'm okay. I like chocolate ice cream.
a lot of us.
When we got the Greenwich Village.
Like you are not from here, man. That shit was crazy.
It was fun.
It was so much fun. We had
got over that joint. We had lawn chairs and shit.
Like the black clampets that pulled up.
Yeah, like the black Beverly Hills hillbillies coming in that mud.
I agree with you, Karen. Candace said my ex-boyfriend of 7 years became my best friend because he taught me how to be patient. Oh, thank you for showing up, Candace.
No, she said more and vigilant of my universe. And
I love that.
That you don't have to be in a relationship to be loved unconditionally.
That's true.
Right.
Good stuff.
Cause I love y'all. Cause y'all my person.
Yeah,
but we're totally in a relationship.
Yeah, we go together.
Oh, this is family. This is family. This is not the real. This is real time. I would say the most significant relationship I was in is the one I'm in now, because I was storming along the way. I think that my idea of relationships was painted by, again, my parents, like my family, but I had a false idea of how to navigate relationships, and I tried to base it off of what the social norms were, and I realized that I had to create them norms for myself. So with the relationship that I'm in, he's taught me how to communicate effectively. He's taught me how to be patient. He's taught me to value opposites, because we're opposites. We're polar opposites about everything. I am up, he's down. I am left, he's right. But we complement each other. We're really good with each other. So, he's been the one. No, he's not. No. You can save your fucking ohms because. I top, he bottoms. A lady never tells.
I don't know why y'all wasn't thinking it though.
A lady never tells.
Don't tell us. It was just the way the rate you were going. It was like, okay.
No, well, I mean, a pancake got to be flipped to be done. So,
remember his old ass. Remember his old ass metaphors.
I like that one.
Push in the bush.
Can't scramble an egg unless you break a yolk or two. So
right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone's still having sex.
I like that.
Wait a minute.
All right.
I mean,
it's good though.
Shit. I mean, it belongs.
Whatever.
Hey, look.
If we saying shit, whatever peanut butter's your jelly.
What'd she say?
She said, so we are still having sex, although I
like that.
Lesson, we are
they sound like a goddamn
together.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a benefit.
I like that line. Say it again. Whatever peanut butter's your jelly.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan to me.
Whatever peanut butter's your jelly.
All that.
You gotta say it like that though. Whatever peanut butter's your jelly. Ain't nothing wrong with bumping uglies with your ex.
Hey.
Like she said, they
or your friends for that matter.
I was about to say, sound like your friends. Find yourself a friend.
Yeah.
Find yourself a friend. Find yourself a friend.
That's all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with friends with benefits. Let me tell you, on a cold night, a friend with benefits is a
cold night.
Buddy.
Shit.
Yes, indeed.
How?
Okay. And the final question. What did you think after your first sexual experience?
I'm gonna do that again.
Honey, first off, when I left, I was still a virgin. We discussed this before.
He never made it to the door, did he?
That motherfucker was shook. Straight and narrow.
Little turtle. Little turtle.
When I left, I was still a virgin.
Wow. So does that really count?
I could have had a V8.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, if he's watching this show, no, you were not the one.
2 or 3.
Nice guy, really sweet, really nice guy, but he did not have the tools for the job.
You sound like one of them elders, the elders at the church, them old ladies when they talking to, he real put together, he real nice and articulate and got good grade of hair. He got
smell
good hair.
Smell good.
No. When you eat Vienna sausages, you don't never put that shit on bread. That motherfucker was small.
Oh, the little turtle.
Yeah, it was one of those things that when you pull it, I'd be like, oh, I don't get that for the
baby.
That shit where you can jerk a bitch off like this.
Oh no! Oh, that's a disorder at that point.
It was micro penis.
That's a syndrome.
I seen babies with bigger junk.
Oh no!
It was sad.
Oh no!
Hi, kid.
Oh, look at the baby. I'm talking about the cat. Not his dick.
You have a kid at this table?
Not looking.
Either way, it was appropriate.
It was a lot.
No.
No.
More than I was saying, look at the baby.
Oh, look at the baby.
It was like, look at him outfit. Look at his
You need to grow. Get on this teddy.
Areola.
You need some milk.
It was definitely malnourished. Now
You need some milk.
He definitely needs some milk.
You want to ensure, baby?
I thought it was a damn navel. I thought he had one of them long ass Audi navels and shit, like one of them bubble navels and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I thought he had a hernia.
Yeah, that's definitely a syndrome at that point.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
Did you laugh or what did you do?
Well, because I didn't know until it was, I was young. I didn't know, I wasn't gonna look at it or touch it or none of that shit. I just knew that we was gonna do it, and the shit was small.
You had a Whitney Houston from Waiting to Exhale moment.
That's pretty much.
Girl.
That motherfucker had fell out. He was still humping. It was all on my thigh, just working the thigh. Just working the thigh.
Wow.
It was sad.
Watch it dry.
Yeah, it was sad.
He gave you a strawberry.
Candace said his dick small.
It wasn't even big enough for that.
Candace said his dick small when you change your whole accent.
Oh, shit. Me thinks it's smooth.
Goodness. They said, oh my goodness. Look at it.
Right.
Where do you think you're going with that? Where do you think you are going with that? Oh my goodness. I think you left the rest of it in your pants.
Oh.
Did it fall off?
Look, I'm looking all down in the floor and shit like, damn, what the fuck?
That's what I think you left the rest of it in your pants.
Oh my goodness. I think you left the rest of it in your pants.
Do you have to screw it on? Is it a
Oh,
Oh.
I feel sorry for your first experience.
It was terrible.
My shit was a Lego block. What the fuck?
It was about about the thickness of that motherfucker. I'm talking about the regular ones. I ain't even talking about the jumbo blocks. I'm talking about the fucking regular size ones. That bitch was small. Small.
That one little piece.
Have you seen him since then?
Nope. Damn. Well, actually, we were really good friends afterwards. Like we were still friends. But I just never.
You're destined for greatness because you're doing great shit.
No, we lost contact years ago.
If y'all were, today was the end.
Well, I mean, hey, look, I can't control what you was born with, but I'm just saying somebody had to. I didn't tell him that the shit was small, but I'm sure somebody behind me told him that shit wasn't doing it. Or maybe after he noticed that every time he had a sexual experience, the bitch disappeared, he got the hint. I don't know. I wasn't gonna tell him.
He said, I be making them bitches disappear on me and shit.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. What was your first experience like, Karen?
Oh, y'all. I was like, I'm doing that again.
It was good.
I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible. Like I knew I wanted to do it, and it wasn't horrible. I wanted to do it again.
So good job,
Nate.
My first time was with this girl and my supervisor, and that's the story I told you where it smelled like.
Yeah.
It smelled
like she wiped the wrong way. It was.
No one.
It ain't the right sense.
I'm gonna pull that shit out. Say it's in the wrong hole. That's probably that's probably what made him convert.
It just was like you could smell it. Like
and you still did it?
I was 16.
You was the man, Nate. You powered through.
I didn't put my face in it, but
you shouldn't have put your
dick in it.
I didn't know nobody. It was my first thing.
She did it.
She did it with micro, man. Well,
shit, I didn't know the shit was micro. I wasn't examining the shit. You know what I mean? I wasn't a pro yet where I was like, pull that bitch out. Like, nah, fuck no. I was scared to even look at the motherfucker.
Micro, man.
Put your spoon in dumpster juice.
Oh God.
When I described the smell to my cousin, she said she may wipe the wrong way because she too was 16.
First of all, you had your first dose of bacteria vaginosis.
I had a condom on. It was just hard. What was hard, I had to work. Well, I mean, for me, it was awkward because I had to work with my supervisor and her. And it was weird. Like, I didn't want to be her friend no more. I didn't want to be his friend.
I don't blame you.
He was doing stuff that was just...
She looked like stew.
I mean, everybody.
I'll just say the Popeyes at Emerson Village was jumping. I'll just say it like that. It was just...
Hadouken
Stop!
He said Dookie chips.
Dookie chip. The Dookie chip.
Dookie chip.
Motherfucker pulled out a goddamn Tootsie Roll.
What do I do with this?
What do you do? You bull torture.
It just smell like old yakima.
His big head stink for a week.
Do I have to add water to this first?
Oh God! Oh, was pudding? Oh no! Please don't let me pudding.
It didn't look. It didn't look. It just smelled like
that shit. Probably had cottage cheese and some more shit. This bitch was baking sourdough.
It didn't look messed up. It just
smelled messed up.
Yeah.
He is still traumatized. You can see it in his face.
Smelled like it was in a fight.
Oh my God.
I felt bad for her because I felt like she was doing it like she was too young, and it was just I was mad.
Bro,
I couldn't be her friend no more. I was upset at myself because I couldn't look at her the same.
You should be upset at yourself, and I'm not going to say that I'm judging you, but
do you like pork and beans?
Mm-mm.
You did. That's what that was.
This just smell like old ravioli meat in that bitch.
Oh
my God.
No, it smelled like she just wiped herself. That's what it smelled like. And I couldn't even concentrate. I couldn't.
This motherfucker dick said,
it was for me. And I rarely
just used the bathroom and then y'all did that? Is that
no. I mean, no, because we had all just got there. So nobody used the bathroom. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she just she was young and didn't know about it.
Before we have to your first experience, what you remember?
Sardines and pork and beans.
Oh God.
My first experience was very traumatic for me. And but the second time with that same person was better, but the first time was very traumatic. So that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Okay.
He choked the fuck out of his ass. He thought he was getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
My first time was a pain in the ass.
I'm sure. I'm here every day. I'm here all week.
Heal him, Lord. Heal him, Lord.
I felt like I had just got off of a rough ride. Yep.
Not a rough ride.
I was walking
You look like a rhinestone cowboy out that motherfucker.
And the first time I spied him, it was sore as a motherfucker. The first time I topped was amazing because I saw stars. Because that nut was a choo. And I literally looked at her like she was amazing because I was like, because my first time was with a female. So, that was. But I knew that I didn't want to be with her. I knew that I wanted to be with her brother. But I knew that.
You trying to get to her brother?
Yeah, that was the case. That was the case. You got to take one for the team. But, yeah.
Did it work?
Wait a minute.
No, I got the shit beat out of me by my mother.
Wait a minute, what happened?
My mother karaticized the hell out of my ass because we got caught. What? Yeah, she beat a spark out my mouth.
Wait a minute, y'all got caught in the act court or court like he was just in a house court?
No, my mother walked
wrap
in.
it up.
I saw what mother said.
In the act.
You said what?
Yeah.
I got caught in the act in the house by my mother.
I know. Mother's always trying to make me break it up with my friends. So, as we do know, this is the end of the show. My mother is beckoning me to come back into the house because she needs a man. So, this is the Kocktail Social, and we are here every Friday at 7 p.m. on Be Exposed Radio, and I am your host, Bleu Waters. These are my socialites. And we still have 16 seconds. So in this 16 seconds, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to talk until we get down to one. No.
Thanks to guys. Thanks to person
I'll
for
see you next week. Tell all your friends to join us for another Cocktail Social. See you in Switzerland and New York and abroad.
No, that bitch doing a double dutch.
Ooh, yes, so now outro and stuff. That's nice.
Oh.
Y'all are too funny, man.
I like going off in the checks.
You did a good job.